Hey, what's up, folks? Another beautiful opportunity to show you guys a little something in case you are one of those people who likes to do it yourself, save yourself some money, and just enjoy learning about your car a little bit more like I do. So I just got this 2018 Jeep Wrangler JLU back in March, I think. Anyways, it needed some maintenance. They never did any of it. They did the inspection, but they didn't really do any maintenance beyond an oil change. So I'm taking it upon myself to do a whole bunch of things. I've already changed out the air filter in the engine bay, and now I need to change out the cabin air filter because this particular Wrangler came from Canada, and it came from an area that had a very dirty road. So a little bit of rust underneath and quite a bit of dust literally everywhere inside this car, every nook and cranny. So I'm going to show you quickly how to do an air filter, the cabin air filter air swap. It's super easy, and anybody can do it. So let's take a look. So we're looking at the glove box on the inside of this JLU, and as you can see, it's got some scratches because dog. Anyways, I have decided to go with, instead of the Mopar one, I'm doing a AFE carbon cabin filter. So the nice thing about these is the carbon does a slightly better job. Slightly. I mean, you can read the specs right here. It really gets down to the microns and collects a lot of stuff, but it also neutralizes a lot of odors. That's what the carbon's there for. So the specific part number, if you guys were wondering, is, wow, it just got really blurry. So right there, made in the good old US of A. We are going to pop out the original one, the factory one, and that's easy. All you're going to do is pull this out. You're going to not pull it out all the way, because this little tab you need to push up, and then this box will fall down just like that. And there's this little arm right here, and when this thing is in, this is going to be locked right into, I can show you. Okay, so this should be snapped in place, and all you got to do is push up, pull out, drop that down, and then this tab closed again, so we're going to push this up and pull this down, and this will just fall out. Now you have access to pretty much everything. Well, you can see how dusty this is. I'm not going to go ahead and clean this out right now, but quite dusty, and it's pretty easy. All you're going to do is pull these two tabs down, pull this little lid off. There you can see the Mopar filter. These things can be a little tricky to pull out, so since we're just getting rid of this one, you just push down here and yank out. Oh, a lot of stuff just came out of that. But make sure you take note of this. Airflow goes this way, so the arrows are down, so we need to pay attention to that on the new one. But when you look at this thing, you might think, oh, you already had a carbon air filter in there, and no, I did not. This was I mean, there's a lot of stuff coming out of this thing. This is just the stock factory one, and it's also made in the USA, surprisingly. That's cool. Good job for Mopar. So we're gonna go ahead and pop in the new one. Okay, so we can see in better light here all of that dirt and debris. I mean, this thing is caked with dirt and even insects, apparently. So we're gonna toss that. Now, I would strongly recommend vacuuming out that, or just wiping it out the best you can. Maybe use an air hose, whatever. I'm gonna wipe the lip of it, and I mean, it's not too bad. Then we're gonna take the new filter, and we're gonna pay attention to the arrows. It says airflow down, so I'm going to push this back in. Just like this. Now, this one's turned a little bit differently. That's okay. So you're just gonna push this in, close that lid, and you'll be good to go. Okay, so I kind of started this thing off wrong. That's my bad. Make sure that this is facing outwards, and then this can scrunch up enough that you can get this to push in and get that thing seated, and you'll be good to go. So once I get this thing all the way in, then I'll put that lid back on, and you're good to go. Well, this is posing a little bit more difficult than I expected. This tab needs to slide into a specific slot back in there, and I don't know if you guys can see it. Probably, yep, yeah, right there. But once you get that in, you just want to make sure this is airtight. Don't just push the left side in. You need the right side to be slid into the proper slot as well. And then once you're done, well, then Bob's your uncle. And I'm your host, Ryan Sketch, here at Sketchbook Audio, and whatever else I'm calling this series on my Wrangler. So, all right, bye.